Hey, Nice Guy community, as you well know or may not know, we run on listener donations exclusively. So we really need you to go to patreon.com/nice guys and just donate like $1 or $2 a month.
How would they not know that already? It seems like it would be impossible. We talk about this ad nauseum. Patreon.com/nice guys. Help us, please.
Well, maybe they're a new listener. We do get those occasionally.
Well, that's true. Occasionally. We lose a lot, but we gain a lot too.
For as little as $1 or $2 a month, you can help keep the lights on. Thanks. We love you guys.
A science experiment gone terribly wrong. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
Strick, I've taken your advice, and I really have. A lot of things that you say, you actually might not think I listen to you. I do listen to you. So, for the last 2 years, every morning,
Sorry. I had to throw that in there when you said, Strick, I think, I really do listen to you. It's like, I don't fucking listen to you, Doug, one fucking bit.
Is that the smell of Old Spice aftershave, Old Bay crab seasoning, and old sweat socks? Must be time for the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
All right, we're ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready? You're finished your pretzel now?
You should post that pic, and people...
I'm going to post it, but it's bonus material. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Don't post it as bonus. No, we can start. That's fine.
Oh, we're going to put it on the Facebook page, not bonus material?
I would put it so that people can pick things in this. Very interesting. It's almost like you could tell what state I live in, or what city I live in based upon some of the things that are in there. For example, the duck pin. Duck pins, they're only like Maryland and Connecticut, I think, are only a couple of spots.
Yeah, except that it's hard to tell that I know it's a duck pin. Have we started the show yet?
It says duck pin right on it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It says King. Okay, I don't want you to look at the actual duck pin, okay? I want you to zoom in on the picture and tell me where you can see where it says duck pin.
You're right. You can't. I can't see it in the picture. I can see it in real life. For me, Strick, it's very hard to tell the difference between what is a picture and what is real life. I have all this shit painted on my glasses. Yeah. I have a Mercedes painted on my glass. Somebody said I have a Mercedes. Every time I look, there it is. Oh, jeez.
Okay, Doug.
I do. I live
in a virtual reality. Are we ready to pick topics this week? Because you sent me, once again, a cajillion topics.
We didn't even introduce ourselves. No promise statement has been read yet, and I still have a little piece of my pretzel left. Can I finish eating my pretzel?
My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. Welcome back. I'm saying it nice and slowly so Doug can finish his pretzel.
Thank you. Did you read the promise statement?
No, I have not.
What episode is this? Is this Tuesday's episode?
Tuesday, yeah.
So this is episode 300 and... Oh, geez. Hold on a second. What was...
358.
Yeah. Wait a second. Didn't we already do an episode? I thought we already released an episode. Didn't we already record one that's coming? Don't you already have one that's done?
You may be right. I think we did record our Tuesday, so this could be Thursday. I don't even know anymore. We are a mess. Funkin' fans, this is either the Tuesday or the Thursday episode. I don't know which. I think this may be Thursday. You may be right. But we have too many topics. We're never going to get through them.
Okay, let's clear the slate for a second. Can we just come up with one agreement? By the time we get to episode 400, can we be legit, know what we're doing? Or is that impossible?
Well, what's your definition of knowing what we're doing? I mean, we need to know every single thing that's happening. I think that would actually take away from the podcast if we knew everything that was going on.
All right, so just so you know, I'm in this group. It's called the... Okay.
Is this one of the topics?
No, it's not.
Because you sent me, you keep talking and I'm going to count the number of topics that you sent me.
All right,
okay?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Don't do this. Don't do this. I just want to let you know, if it's not on here, I would like to add it. Hold on. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add it to the... Can you see me typing?
Wait. No, I'm not looking at that.
Okay. Now the new topic. This is the first topic because I'd like to cover this. I'm in a mastermind group. I know
we're on 8. We have 18 topics right now.
No, we don't. We have 19. You missed the first one. Okay,
and Doug, by the way, we've got 19 topics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're grabbing one?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I haven't spun the wheel. You're not allowed to just grab a topic. Yes, you are. I don't give a shit.
Wait,
Go ahead,
Strick,
grab a
hold on.
topic.
Stop the wheel. Strick, you need to turn the wheel up a little bit higher. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, you couldn't hear the wheel?
No.
You knew that it was going, you just couldn't hear it?
Exactly. I want to be able to...
I'll fix it in the mix.
Okay, can you... Wait, hold on.
Well, no, but you're going to pick our first topic without the wheel. And you know what? Maybe that's our new deal. Maybe you send me 19 topics, right? You're allowed to pick one, right?
Oh.
It's kind of like when you're picking a jury, right? Like you get, what do they call it, where you can dismiss somebody just because you feel like it?
Oh, I don't know.
You get a freebie, right? With however many topics you send me, you can pick one that you choose that we don't spin the wheel for, that you just do it. But all the rest, we have to spin the wheel for, which basically means I get to pick it.
Wait a minute. You're wrecking the theater of the mind for me. You still pick them even though the wheel lands directly on it?
No, that's
you go
yes,
to all that
Doug.
trouble,
The wheel will choose all the rest of them.
You go to all that trouble and you load on the topics. You know, you have that little slip-in little thing that you can put into each area, kind of like Wheel of Fortune. You can pull off the dollar values. You know, hey, Strick, is it a vertical wheel?
Do we have the shard for that yet?
Is it a vertical wheel or is it a horizontal wheel?
Vertical or horizontal? I mean,
is it flat like on Wheel of Fortune or is it?
Oh, geez, no! It's up in like a carnival wheel. It's
like
up,
a carnival wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you need a ladder when you put in the topics?
It's not that big. No, it's not that big.
So it's a little smaller.
Right.
Okay, and the room, could you describe the room that the wheel is in?
You know, you're losing your window of opportunity to pick the first topic right now. We only have a 30-minute show.
Okay, I'm in a mastermind group. It's called the Icons of Influence, and I feel so insignificant when I'm in this group.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did you get invited to that?
I don't know, but they're going to find me out anytime, so I'm gonna give my information while I can. So I don't even remember why I wanted to talk about this, other than knowing that I'm in this program that is not launching, but we're actually having a physical meeting. It's in September in San Diego.
Okay.
And I'm a part of this group called the Icons of Influence, and there are all these other. Oh, I remember why, because we were talking about making the show legitimate, and we're in all of these shows. So these are like shows like Art of Charm. Jordan Harbinger is in the group, and. Oh, heck, what's the guy's name that calls me a lot
That calls you a lot?
Oh, come on, you know. And I'm trying to remember.
Tim?
I'm blank.
Tennessee Tim?
Oh, shit. I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of guys that are in the group. And I'm thinking as they're providing this information, I'm like, holy fuck, why don't these guys, they can see me. They know I'm in the group. Have they ever listened to my show? And I'm like, oh, shit, they're going to kick me out of the group. All one guy has to do of these 30 guys plus that are in the group and women, all they have to do is listen to the show. Once they listen to the show, they're going to kick me out for sure.
We're the black sheep, just like the C-Suite Network. We're the black sheep.
Well, you know what it is? I think they just need somebody every once in a while that they can like pick on. So I'm a good guy to pick on. I'm just the go-to guy. Anyway, I just wanted to share that information. That was the first topic. So Strick, feel free, go ahead, go anywhere that you want to with the next icon. With the
that was
with
it. You just had to like bring it up.
Yeah, because I was talking to you. I was talking to you about when are we going to actually become a legitimate show. I mean, we're 400 fucking episodes basically
now
into
I
this.
understand where you went with that. Okay.
Okay. I mean, we are several weeks away.
Okay, so time to pick our next topic now.
Yes.
Well, okay, this is a good topic, but I think it's going to be a quick one. We had a request from a Funkin' fan listener, that'll be Mar, who said she wants to see our favorite yoga poses.
Oh, well, you know mine is Downward Doug. Of course.
I didn't think you did yoga, Doug. Like your yoga pose is like lifting a beer in front of you, right?
No. I actually, for the last couple of months.
Oh, that's right. You are doing yoga now.
Yes. Strick, I've taken your advice, and I really have. A lot of things that you say, you actually might not think I listen to you. I do listen to you. So, for the last 2 years, every morning
Sorry. I had to throw that in there when you said, Strick, I think, I really do listen to you. It's like, I don't fucking listen to you, Doug, one fucking bit.
Hey, don't use don't use the wheel when it's not supposed to be used.
It was just a joke. Come on, it's a joke. Don't take it so personally. It's all right.
Hurt my feelings.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't talk about
yoga. You've been doing yoga in the morning.
I've been doing, so I started with meditation, and you do yoga or stretching or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And of course, we both love yoga pants. So it makes sense that we should both do yoga. So I add
Not
to
wearing
my morning.
them. We want to clarify. We don't enjoy wearing yoga pants. We enjoy seeing women wearing them.
Yeah.
Just want to make that very clear.
Well, I wear yoga pants too, but it's fine. It's fine. It's only when I'm doing yoga. Anywho, so my favorite pose. So I do 10 minutes of yoga in the morning because of your advice. You told me I need to. So did you go to Laura Cannon's yoga class, don't you?
I went to Laura Cannon's yoga class this morning, and I've been trying to go every Saturday morning. It's a great class, and I feel much better for it. And I do my yoga every day. I do like 10, 15 minutes in the morning. So I think my favorite pose is probably pigeon, because I have...
Wait a minute, I forget what pigeon looks like.
Well, it's like you got to tuck one leg under. It's really good for stretching the back muscles out.
Yes.
Yep.
Is that a standing pose?
No, you're laying
that's
down.
tree. I'm thinking tree. Because tree is where you put your foot up to your knee and you hold your hands out.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm not good at that. I like puppy and cow pose.
Puppy?
Those are two good ones.
Yeah,
Puppy
I know cow. I don't know
pose.
puppy.
Yeah, well, you'll have to look it up.
It's not like dog. Like there's downward dog, but this is puppy instead.
Downward dog, isn't that like the traditional, like the back to center? If you say get back to center,
like
isn't downward
they
dog
call
is
it a
like
resting pose sometimes. It's like with your butt up in the air. Yeah.
It's not an easy pose to hold for a really long time because your shoulders start to hurt and your arms start to hurt, and then of course every morning pretty much I have to eat more bananas. Do you ever hear that bananas cure cramps in your leg cramps?
I did not know that.
Potassium, I think.
I didn't know that. I'll have to get more bananas. All right, we ready for the next topic? Let's move on. And Mars suggested that we have people vote on Facebook for the topic of the Friday before you record. It's not a bad idea because if you could come up with topics more than 5 minutes before the show.
Impossible. It's not going to happen. It's not. Well, actually today, Strick, did you notice when I sent you the topics, not only did I send you the topics, but I sent you a link to the articles that I pulled the topic from?
Yeah, and again, you did it 5 minutes before we started, so I didn't even have any time to click any of the links.
No, that's okay. I think that you probably know about most of those topics already that are on the wheel. Speaking of which topic just came up?
Although I like that idea, I got to tell you, if we could come up with a handful of of topics on Friday before we record, we post it on Facebook, right? We post it as a poll, and we find out what people want to hear about. I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
Mars, brilliant.
No, okay, Strick.
That was Mars' suggestion. She's brilliant.
I know. At Mars' suggestion, Strickland, I think you should run with it. Okay,
but you need to send me the topics on Friday then.
Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't. I can't. The structure of that is just, it's way too much for me.
Okay, well, the topic that came up, we'll have to address that again some other time because Doug just can't get his shit together, but that's okay. We'll get back to that another time. United Airlines.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. So this was probably, as of the airing of this was a couple of weeks ago, but I don't bring United Airlines up for necessarily the specific example that everybody thinks, which is, they dragged Dr. David Dow off the airline, off the plane. But Deb Gabor, our very own Nice Guy community member, Deb Gabor not only wrote a great article, but she was then quoted by NPR on this. So
serious.
According to Deb, so Gabor, in this day and age where the bar is set very, very low, maybe United is lowering the bar for us even further. And I have to 100% agree with Deb, because how fucking crazy was this entire situation? I mean, was this a shit show for branding and customer service in general?
Yeah, it is. But, it's an interesting situation. You know me. I like to play devil's advocate, right? I like to play the other side. I actually posted an article on my Facebook, and I should put it up on the Nice Guys Facebook also. I don't know that it's quite as much United Airlines' fault as everybody is totally blaming them for. Now, the article that I posted was written by a woman who is the wife of a pilot. I don't even think it's the wife of a United pilot, so she wasn't specifically trying to defend United. But a couple of things that she said, a couple of facts. First of all, when you buy a plane ticket, they do tell you right on every single plane ticket, we can kick you off for no reason whatsoever.
Fuck that. They also tell you in your credit card agreement, the 17,000 words of basic nonsense that you're tied into. And if they ever refer back to that fucking credit card agreement, it's all the legalese shit. Now, that's to me, complete bullshit. They completely forgot about a human being in this particular case. And we're relying on, well, that's the policy. Well, you know what? Fuck the policy.
Okay.
Fuck the policy.
I'm
willing
willing
to have this conversation.
Here, let's run with that, okay? Because I'm going to let you play devil's advocate. Fuck the policy, right? Okay, now, do you know the reason that they had to get 4 people off the plane?
They had 4 people, I think, that were crew members that had to fly the next day.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And do you know why they had to get them to whatever other city that it was supposed to be?
Okay, I'll play this.
Because there is an FAA regulation that says that it's something along the lines of basically you have to have enough crew. You have to do whatever you can do to get your crew to your cities to run your planes or if like to make sure that it doesn't disrupt travel. So in other words, the quick version is that they had to get these 4 crew members to the other city to get a flight off the ground the next day. Now, if they hadn't gotten this off the ground, and again, this is an FAA regulation. So this wasn't like United saying, hey, we don't want to mess up our schedule. The FAA says you have to get people there if not getting them there is going to disrupt the flights because, of course, when you can't get a plane off in the morning, it just snowballs through the rest of the day.
Strick, you're dealing with the wrong end of the problem, though. The wrong end of the problem is dealing with now that they're getting these 4 crew members onto the plane. I would say, hey, how about take another fucking plane, take another airline, take an airline that's not filled, take a private jet, do everything, negotiate differently with the 100 and some odd passengers that are on that plane. Pay somebody $2,000 now.
Okay,
now
well, wait a minute. Stop. Let's stop right there. Pay somebody $2,000, right? Should I tell my joke now?
No. Let's not tell the prostitute joke anymore.
Because that's just what you said. Because they offered people $1,000. Now you just said pay somebody $2,000. Okay, well, paying them $1,000 wasn't enough, but $2,000 would be enough.
They put people on the plane, and now they start pulling people off.
No, let's go back to your $2,000 because they're pulling people off. Now I'm with you, right? But you know what happens if they don't pull them off? They get fined by the FAA. Like the FAA has put in this regulation that says you have to get the crew there. Now, I believe from what I understand, this was the last flight of the day. And like there was no other flight to put either the crew or other passengers on.
This guy wasn't the right guy to pull off the plane.
Okay, obviously.
Nobody that is forcibly has to be taken off of the plane is the right guy. At some point, you have to work on the negotiation side with your passengers. You have to say, we're willing to negotiate with somebody. Who on this plane would like to negotiate with us?
Here's the problem. They tried that already because I'm with you on that 100%, right? Basically, as soon as let's say by the way, there were 4 people that came off the plane. The other 3 came off the plane peaceably, right? So let's say I'm in the situation right now and I have one guy, 3 people have left, one guy. I've already offered everybody on the plane $1,000 to take a flight the next day.
Keep going.
And nobody has done it.
Keep going. Are you telling me they would rather put the FAA police or whatever those fucking the guys that pulled them off of the plane were? I was watching the video of this. I'm like, they fucking bloodied the guy's face. Mm-hmm. They pulled him out of his seat and he runs back on. Now, I would not have run back on the plane if I were him. Mm-hmm. That's the other side of it too. I think to a degree he was probably milking this a little bit.
Well, obviously, I mean, he was really upset about it for whatever reason, and it wasn't United that pulled him off the plane. It was FAA security, airport security.
I think FAA security went far beyond the call of what they should have done in order to get this guy off the plane. I think
so. What should they have done?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, that's the problem, and that's where I'm playing devil's advocate.
Let's work on it together. What should they have done? What could they have done in order to make this happen?
They could have offered even more money.
Okay, so we have 3 people that came off the plane. They probably weren't happy, but we don't have the news accounting of that because they didn't disrupt anything, and that was fine. They were being good little passengers, like we were told to be based upon our passenger agreement. So You got this one guy. He says, "Hey, dude, I got to get home. I have patients that need to see me."
Well, probably an alternative probably would have been, and by the way, the 4 that they took off were randomly chosen, right?
Right.
You know what? Maybe at that point they say, hey, look, you know what? We did randomly choose these 4 people. Obviously, there are extenuating circumstances. We need to randomly pick somebody else. And yes, I'm sorry that you weren't one of the first ones randomly picked, and maybe you don't think it's fair, but we're still going to pay you $1,000. And that probably would have been a better alternative.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I think that would have been a better option. I think at some point when it escalates to the point where the guy's running back on the plane, the FAA is probably fearful at this point that this passenger may be going to do harm to the plane. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. We'll never know the answer to that question. But how about dealing with the other, again, I don't know how many passengers, 200, 150, whatever it is that are on that plane. How about saying something else? Let's renegotiate. Let's come up with another plan. Somebody throw a dollar amount, $10,000. Okay, well, that's not going to work. Okay, somebody give me an amount. And now you have the passengers make it something. I can see Southwest doing this in some sort of fun way. I don't know. Oh, did you see the fallout? This guy goes and he's being a troll for Southwest Air. He gets on social media and he says, "Let me see if I can find some of the information." He sends a information to Southwest Air and saying, "Hey, I would like to lodge a complaint against one of your flight attendants." And she says, "Oh, that's horrible. Tell us what happened."
Yeah.
So they take him over to DM, direct mail or direct messaging. And he says, "One of your flight attendants called me a fatty." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Give me the flight information." She says, I can't remember. I took a picture of the flight attendant. I can't remember who it was though, but I took a picture. So she continues the conversation and he says, "Yeah, she whispered in my ear when I ordered like a, let's say hot tea with sugar. You don't need the sugar, fatty."
Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. There's no goddamn way that actually happened.
Southwest is taking it seriously. They respond. They show all of the information back and forth between each other. And he says, "Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it." And he sends a picture of Britney Spears dressed in this really hot like flight attendant outfit,
like from Toxic.
And as quickly as he sends the message, she sends a message back to him saying something like, "Oops, she did it again." So Southwest plays. See, so that's
hilarious.
That's like the benefit of having a company that doesn't take themselves so seriously.
Right.
Southwest, I think, would have handled this incident completely differently. United Airlines, I've taken a couple of United flights recently, and I'll tell you, I know that it's serious to fly, and you'd never want to make jokes about people's health or hazards or anything like that. But United Airlines, I think in this particular case, probably could have, if they had one of those seasoned flight attendants from Southwest Air that always says, make sure you put your own mask on first because it's okay to, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to pick between which kids you like the best because only one of them is going to get a mask.
Right, exactly.
It's like if they had one of those seasoned flight attendants on United Airlines, they probably could have done away with this entire situation just by adding humor to the situation.
Probably true. Mar types in Southwest. "We beat the competition, not you."
That's great. Yeah, that's good. I love that. All right, we are ready to get to the next topic.
Are we ready for the next Lucky Wheel topic? Let's take a look. What is the next Lucky Wheel? We've actually hit 3 times.
I appreciate very much you shortening the length of the...
Well, I'm just not spinning it as hard, as fast. Yeah.
I get it.
Nice Guys Finish First hits 110 reviews.
Wow, Strickland. Is this
on
just
Amazon?
Lucky for me?
Oh, that's your book. I thought it was our podcast.
No. Our podcast is called The Nice Guys on Business. My book is called Nice Guys Finish First. Yeah, I checked out Amazon the other day, and I was up to 110 reviews.
That's
96 of them, I believe, are 90... Oh, geez, I forget. 96% of them are 5-star reviews.
You have 1 2-star review.
I know. Did you read it?
No, I'm just looking at like all of them.
So here. I think the 1 2-star review is, and thanks by the way for bringing that up. He says, same business advice, meh.
Common sense stuff, meh.
Oh, common sense. Oh, you're looking at it right now.
Yeah, he
thanks.
says, meh. Common sense.
How about the 109 3, 4, and 5-star reviews? How about the fact that 98% of them or something stupid like that are 5-star? How about why you bring up the 1 2-star review? Do you know my fragile ego?
He's wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah,
I know he totally didn't know what he's talking about.
Totally doesn't know what he's talking about.
So please, Nice Guy community, I need your support. Buy a copy of Nice Guys Finish First. It's available on Amazon.com. Nice Guy community, you may not even know that I wrote a book because I never talk about it. I'm talking about it right now. Please buy my book, Nice Guys Finish First, on Amazon. And if you do it in the show notes, we actually get even more.
It's in the show notes every single episode, yeah.
Hey, I have a question about the show notes.
Yeah.
You know I love her, right?
Anna?
No, you know I love Anna. You know I love that.
Well, you said her. Like, you said show notes and you said Anna. And I want to clarify that the her you're speaking of is Anna, who does our show notes.
No, Anna does our show notes and does a fabulous job. And the person I'm about to mention, I love her too. And she is an amazing person. But do you realize that Julie Riesler's book is still in her show notes?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been promoting her book for probably the last 400 episodes.
I thought I pulled that one, but maybe not. Okay, we'll change that. I'm going to change that right
Julie,
now.
We know
she got her money's worth out of her 1 month of advertising that she paid for.
We've had her probably in there for 3 months.
She's gone now. Okay. We love you, Julie, but sorry.
So you got to pay to play here.
Got to pay to play. Exactly. I'm trying to meet with her and Eric about doing podcast production, starting a podcast, but we're all just so damn busy. We have to keep moving it around.
Wait, are you going to start a podcast?
No. I'm gonna hopefully do production for their podcast if they can get their podcast rolling.
Oh, very cool. Hey, I ran into somebody that actually is creating a podcast here in Columbia, Maryland, not too far from where you or I live, and she loves the fact that we're local.
Is this on the topic list?
No, I'm sorry.
We don't have time for it if it's not on the topic list.
It's too much.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, it looks like we do have time for it because the topic came up as Turnkey Podcast. It's finally here, coming to reality. So maybe you could mention it, yeah.
You're crazy. Can you talk about our company a little bit? Why do I have to talk all about the topics? Oh, I know why, because they're my topics.
Exactly. You picked them, man. You don't like it. Don't pick them.
Well, I've never gotten topics from you.
Yes, you have. A number of times I've brought it, just not very often because you always come up with plenty. If you ever said to me, hey, man, I can't think of any topics today. You want to come up with something? I'll come up with something.
Hey, Strick, when was the last time you've known me to be out of things to say?
Exactly. That's the whole point. So when you come up with 17 topics, what's the point of me adding 2 or 3 more?
You got to jump right in. You just got to jump in. Well, you did. I'm wrong. You did. You came up with a topic, and it was the yoga pants topic.
And Doug, I got to tell you, if you sent me, let's say you send me 4 show topics, right?
Yeah.
If I hate them all, I'm just going to tell you. But when you send me 17, I can usually find 1 or 2 that I like, so it's okay.
Yeah. Again, I'll go back to the baseball analogy. I only got to hit like 1 out of 7 or 6, right, in order to be a really good batter. So exactly. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, because what you don't know about the wheel is that they're different widths.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, it's kind of like the. What is that? The wheel that you spin and it almost like the Willy Wonka one at the slot machine.
Exactly. Where there's some really wide spots and there's some really skinny spots. So what happens is when you send me the topics, the ones that I like, I put on the wide slots, and the ones that I don't really want to talk about, I put on the skinny slots. So they could come up, but it's pretty unlikely.
What is on one of the wider slots? One of the topics you do want to talk about?
Well, Turnkey Podcast was on the wider slot, and Southwest Air. I'm sorry, United Air was on the wide slot. And then you snuck in College Kids Troll Southwest Air.
Usually the skinnier topics are the ones that are of more value, though. Do you notice that? Because like the 3x or 4x, the amount of extra multiplier that you get for the money that you're spinning for actually is a smaller sliver of the wheel because it's more valuable.
That's the way it usually works if you're gambling, sure. But, like one of my skinnier ones right now is, why do coffee and asparagus make your pee smell? I'm guessing that our Nice Guy community probably would not get a lot of value out of that discussion. And if they really cared, they could probably look it up on the internet, I'm thinking.
Hey, Strick, you'll never guess where I came up with that topic.
In the bathroom, maybe? Was that one that you came up with along with man code bathroom etiquette? Because you see, those two are in the skinny slots right next to each other.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, but they were 2 separate bathroom experiences. The man code for the bathroom experience was when I was at Victoria's the other night with you having dinner, and I went to the bathroom. Why does asparagus and coffee make your pee smell?
I don't know, Doug. I'm sure I could look it up on the internet if I cared to know, but I just don't.
No,
care.
not why those things happen, but there were definitely two separate bathroom experiences that led me to both of those topics. I don't know why the bathroom is a topic of my choosing.
Oh, and by the way, I do have one topic I'm going to bring up. You get to choose one of them without spinning the wheel.
Yeah,
I also get to choose one that may not be on the list. I'm looking at our calendar for next week. You're doing 10 interviews next week.
Holy fuck, am I really?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. Let me look at that. I might have to change that. Jesus, are you kidding me?
No,
10 interviews?
10 goddamn interviews next week.
Oh, why did that happen? How did that even happen?
Right.
I'm glad I limit, 2, 4, 5. But they're such great interviews, too. No, I'm not doing 10. No, you're looking at them. You're looking at every appointment that is in there. Some of them are intro calls. So
intro
if you
calls?
look at,
like you got to talk to people twice?
Just so no. Just okay. So here's how you have no idea how my schedule works,
True.
do you? Right? Why would you?
True.
So when somebody calls and they want to be a part of the show, I send them the link that allows them to actually schedule the podcast interview. Right. So on Monday I have Scott Love. On Tuesday I have I don't want to go through them all, but there are many of them that are actually podcast interviews. Other levels of appointments for me are intro and follow-up calls. So these may be calls for people that, for example, that came on the show. I automatically send an email to them after they come on the show that says something like, hey, do you want to talk about how to promote your show more effectively?
Okay.
Or are you interested in some of the other products and services that we offer, hence Turnkey Podcast Company?
Oh,
and,
right. Like I see one is Lolly
post-production.
Dascal, who you spoke to already, right?
No, I haven't spoken to her.
You haven't talked to her yet.
I had an intro call with her, but now I have the interview with her.
I won't interrupt. Go ahead.
So anyway, some of these are calls where I actually have the interview, and then some of them are the follow-up calls. So I have one interview on Monday, I have one interview on Tuesday, I have one interview on Wednesday, I have one on Thursday, and then I have 2 on Friday. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 interviews and 4 either intro or follow-up calls.
Got it. I can't tell the difference when I'm looking at the calendar, so.
Well, you should be able to because it says intro or follow-up.
Well, I'd have to open the whole thing up and look at it all I see is the first part of it that has the name.
I forgot. You have one of those really complex PCs that doesn't allow you to search.
It will allow me. I just don't give a shit. I mean, if you just color-coded them, it would make it that much easier on me. I could just glance at the calendar and know.
Oh, that's probably a great idea. What I really appreciate most about what you're saying is you cared about my schedule.
I do. I worry about you, Doug.
You don't have to worry about me, Strickland. I'm fine. Good. I really am good.
I'm so glad. So glad that I'm, it's all good.
What topic were we on right now?
Let's see. We're moving and grooving today. We're actually getting through a lot of topics.
We didn't talk about Turnkey. Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you're right. We didn't. No, you're right. Turnkey Podcast. That one came up.
Coincidentally, it came up again.
No, it didn't come up again, but it's okay because it came up the first time and we didn't talk about it because we were all ADD. So Turnkey Podcast.
How much time do we have? Where are we with timing with the episode?
No, we're right at 31 minutes right now. I really wanted to get to the 12 things that every entrepreneur is worried about, even if they, what the hell's that topic again? I forgot.
12 worries every entrepreneur has or they're lying. Right.
And we'll just put the link to your blog for that one.
In the show notes. Kids, if you have no idea what that means, just ask your parents. The thing I wanted to talk about, and then we'll end the episode right after this topic.
You know what? I need a sound effect for exposition.
What happened? Yeah, like a Perry Mason. You need like a Perry Mason, or Rockford Files. Oh, Rockford Files would be really good.
Rockford Files?
Quincy?
What?
You remember Jack Klugman as Quincy?
No. I need a sound effect that will stop you from doing exposition.
No.
In other words, if you start doing exposition, instead of pointing it out to you, I need a sound effect to play it.
Yeah, the sound effect should not be like a no, it shouldn't be like a hatchet coming down. It should be like me explaining. So it should be any of the mystery shows like Sherlock Holmes or Quincy or even how about Fish? I mean, what was
Barney
it?
Miller.
Barney Miller, that's it.
Okay, wait a minute. So what you're saying is that if I find one of those that basically when I play it, you'll know that I'm telling you, hey, by the way, you are doing exposition because you're acting like Quincy, right? Like doing exposition.
But see, Strick, what happens is oftentimes if you do something and you do it so that it's like abrupt, you hurt my feelings. And I just completely shut down when that happens. So I'd much prefer you just play something that's kind of a little comical in the background rather than hurting my feelings. Yeah, I'm very sensitive to these things.
Okay, now I understand. So you're okay with me like basically warning you that, hey, by the way, you're doing exposition, which we have banned on the show, but you just want me to do it in a nice comedy way. You don't want like a slide whistle or anything like that.
That's
Charlie
too nasty.
Brown. Like, you want something nicer.
That would really hurt my feelings. Why do you have one cute? You had one queued up and ready to go. Is that
that's
why?
That would be like when you're rambling on, it would be the peanuts.
Yeah, you could do that one. That's fine.
Oh, you like that one?
Hurt. No, that would hurt
that's
a little
no good
bit,
because that's like a rambling. That's not exposition. That's rambling.
All right, I've lost all my momentum to talk about the Turnkey Podcast Company.
Damn
at this
it!
point.
But it came up as a topic.
Okay, all right. Well, let's spend a moment talking about that, and then let's just get out of the show, and then we'll come back on Thursday, and we'll do a whole bunch of more fun stuff.
Or possibly next Tuesday, because I think we did record a Tuesday, and I don't know if this is Tuesday or Thursday. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, Mar, we're not doing these soda pop topping off. That's not like the fizz.
Soda pop.
Okay, so Turnkey Podcast Company. So we have this great idea, Strick, and you know this great idea. It's the Turnkey Podcast Company. And we are starting to now get some traction on this. Actually, people are paying attention. They're interested. We need to get, probably by the time this airs, I'm hoping, Strick, that we have all of the sample of Sean's episode
absolutely.
live and ready to roll. Okay. So we're going to put a link in the show notes for this. It's the Turnkey Podcast Company. If you are an expert out there in the world and you want to get your message out, if you really want to blow it up good, blow it up real good.
Blow it up real good.
What was that? What was that from?
I don't know.
Blow it up good. Blow it up real good. I don't remember. I think it was like a Saturday Night Live sketch or something. Anyway, check out the show notes, and we'll click on the link for the Turnkey Podcast Company. It's a company that Strick and I have gotten underway, and we're actually making some good headway, and it is going to be amazing. And we're looking forward to talking more about it.
So you know what when we start running long, not like on a specific topic, but like overall for the episode.
Yeah.
That's when we need to get some. That's right, Funkin' fans. That's right. It is time for us to roll out, because we're running.
That's horrible.
long.
That's horrible. I don't like that at all.
Okay, I won't do it then.
I doubt that the 7 listeners that we had actually stayed with us till the very end. Do you think so?
True. Is Mar still with us? I can't tell. She's sticking her tongue out at something. I can't tell what it was. She's sticking her tongue out at.
She's still here.
She's still with us. Shoot. Oh, by the way, Doug hasn't seen goddamn Deadpool. I hope you have by the time this airs.
Okay, wait.
You're going to watch Deadpool tonight, right?
I want to begin the next episode with the opening of that. Okay, let's talk about Shoop, and I will at this point have probably seen the movie.
I hope,
but I need you to.
You can't talk about it because you haven't actually seen it yet.
Right? Exactly. All right, so let's get out of here. You want to?
Yeah. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
Click on the Patreon link in the show notes. And for as little as $2 a month, you can help support the podcast and get access to fun bonus content. That's like half a cup of Starbucks coffee once a month, a grande, double shot, maybe a little flavoring. Thanks for listening. I mean, seriously, you need to cut back on your caffeine anyway.
Okay, that was total fuckery.